Cool. All right. Let the record show that the regular Riverview City Council meeting was called to order at 7 p.m. on July 21st, 2025. Will the clerk please take roll?
Councilmember Ganaga?
Here.
Councilmember O'Neill?
Here.
Councilmember Prey? Here. Councilmember Robbins?
Here.
Mayor Swift?
Here.
Councilmember Webb?
Here.
Councilmember Workman?
Here.
Tonight we have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilman Prey and invocation by Councilman Robbins. Will you please rise? To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing us to gather this evening. We pray that you would give our leadership the wisdom, not our wisdom, but your wisdom in all of our decision-making moving forward. In your Son's precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, gentlemen, for that. Jeff, any announcements?
Yes, we do. Docket.
Yes, thank you. Yes, this weekend we have our annual fishing derby in the city of Riverview. So that is Saturday, July 26th at 9 to 10:30. Registration starts at 8:30. There's register on site. So there's many different prizes and different things for the kids for the fishing derby, and it's we have 4 groups at 6 and under, 7 to 9, 10 to 12, and 13 to 16 to come out and fish for that. And it's also being sponsored by the Downriver Bass Association. I do believe they may have a couple of boats on site that the kids can look at while they are there. So again, that is 9 to 10:30 on Saturday in Young Patriots Park, Reflection Pond. Also, our summer concert series on Wednesday nights has started. We have had 1 concert so far. We have another one this Wednesday night on July 23rd. It is The Mix, which is a mix of classic rock, country, and pop. And next Wednesday, we'll be bringing in a country band called Southern Fried. So those concerts start at 6:30 p.m. in Young Patriots Park. Thank you. Oh, and also for those that are interested, that are pickleball players, our 3 new pickleball courts in Vreeland did get open this weekend.
Oh, very good.
And I can tell you, they do play nice.
Thank you, Todd.
Thanks.
Anything else, Jeff?
Yes, Chief Allen.
Thank you. Yes, this Sunday at Young Patriots Park, the police department's going to team up with the Michigan State Police. We're going to hold an event there from 12 to 3. It's called Basketball Cop. The state police are going to bring out their toys, and they're going to bring out some basketball nets, and they're going to feed us, have some non-alcoholic drinks there, and I think there's going to be some Mission barbecue mac and cheese as well. People like that, so come on out. Should be
Very
fun.
good. Thank you, Chief.
That's it, Your Honor.
Okay, I do have a couple. I was just informed a little while ago the passing of Mrs. Jiggis. She's a longtime teacher at the Riverview High School. Passed away yesterday, so keep her family in your prayers if you would. And then also this past Sunday, we had our annual concert on the course. I think it went quite well. The weather was kind of threatening at times, but it didn't rain. Had a pretty good turnout. So I'll just list the groups because it'd be way too long to thank everybody that was involved. But thank the Riverview Rotary, the Recreation Department for all the work they did, the DPW that helped quite a bit, and also the Riverview Highlands. It was a great team effort. I think it was a beautiful afternoon of music, and look forward to doing it again next year. With that, I'll look for the approval of the minutes for the 6/16/25 regular Riverview City Council meeting in the condensed version for publication. What's council's pleasure?
So moved.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Webb, supported by Councilman Robbins. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember O'Neill?
Yes.
Councilmember Prey?
Yes.
Councilmember Robbins?
Yes.
Mayor Swift?
Yes.
Councilmember Webb?
Yes.
Councilmember Workman?
Yes.
Councilmember Ganaga?
Yes.
Tonight we have no public hearings. Now it's time for public comment. Anyone wishing to address the mayor and council, please approach the podium. state your name and address for the record. Try to keep your comments to 5 minutes. There is no sharing of time and no rebuttals. Yes, sir.
Name is Ken Kyleman. I live at 20243 Coachwood. I just want to say that I know that a number of you were anticipating a two-page letter after the study session last week, and I must apologize. I didn't get anything out. I ask you to forgive me about that. But I do, it's good to know that you folks appreciate hearing from the constituency, and I plan on doing better in the future. So for all of you that were looking for that, I hope to do better. I want to follow up on something I brought up a couple of times here recently regarding the council's policies online. I've asked if they were available, and I think folks said they would look into that to see if they were available online. And I want to know if there's any update there, and if they're not online, is there any intention of making them available online? I think there's over 70 policies that you folks have to live by on a day-to-day basis. And it would be helpful if we as a constituency could have that available to us. And last, at the closed session last week, there were a couple of important resolutions or motions that were passed that were significant. And because it was in a closed session, we weren't able to hear any deliberation regarding those things. And so I just wanted to say that I hope that, if not tonight, in the near future, that some explanation as to the reasoning behind those resolutions, why is the urgency that it had to be done in a closed session, in a special meeting, and what the effect is going to be going forward of those things. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Fred Bora, 17829 Brinson. I just want to see if there's anything we can do about this fireworks situation in this community. We should have maybe like designated areas. I live on the corner of Brinson and Longsdorf. People are shooting these things off in the street. Things, they're flying all over the trees in my house. And it's like every year it's the same thing. I just wish you could maybe do something to get a designated area, like some of these parks where it's wide open. Or at least make it known that they shouldn't be lighting them off in the middle of the street and neighborhoods. Thank you.
Thank you. We have no organizational business. Is there any item council wants removed from the consent agenda?
Your Honor,
Councilman, excuse me, Councilman Webb.
I'd like 9-1 removed from the consent agenda, please.
Okay. Anything else? 9-2, authorize solicitation of bids for purchase of one replacement bulldozer land preserve. 9-3, authorize the preparation of bid documents for the sale of one Lieber bulldozer land preserve. 9-4, approve grant from the M. Coles Public Safety Academy Assistance Program to reimburse the Police Academy tuition costs. What's council's pleasure?
So moved.
Motion by Councilman O'Neill, supported by Councilman Prey. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Prey?
Yes.
Councilmember Robbins?
Yes.
Mayor Swift?
Yes.
Councilmember Webb?
Yes.
Councilmember Workman?
Yes.
Councilmember Ganaga?
Yes.
Councilmember O'Neill?
Yes.
9-1, approve Tetra Tech memorandum of understanding to extend the environmental engineering contract for an additional 12 months with an increase of 2.9% for the fiscal year 2025-2026. Councilman Webb.
Thank you, Your Honor. I know we touched briefly on the item at the study session 714 and had the background from Mr. Kugelman, Director Kugelman, but I feel that that conversation was not fully developed, that there was still a need. I know I have multiple questions, which I can either bring forward now, or if my colleagues also feel the same way, perhaps we could make a motion to move it to a study session.
I would suggest that you bring your questions up now. It's important that this contract get renewed. It expired at the end of June. So I would say best to get your questions answered now. If we delay this again, we could be without a landfill environmental engineer. So
Okay.
Get with your questions now, which I would also suggest that you could if you had questions, we get the agenda on Thursday. He may not be able to answer something, but if you could prepare for it, but you can go get your questions now.
I know, Your Honor, I had a big fundraiser this weekend, so it took up the majority of my time, and I didn't have a chance till this evening to look at the full background. But with that in mind, few statements and then a couple of questions. I know how embedded and vital Tetra Tech is to our operations and also for our plans for the closure of the landfill. I realize the bill rate the increase was probably dictated by Tetra Tech, and it's a slight decrease at 2.9%, down from the 3% last year. And I would hope that our rate increases at the landfill will compensate for Tetra Tech's bill rate increase. But what I don't feel that I have a full comprehension of is we were provided with the proposed bill rate increase for 25-26, but without knowing how many hours are planned over the next year, it's difficult for me to gauge the dollar amount that the bill rate increase will cost the city. So is there an estimate of how much the increase will cost the city over the next year?
Jeff, you have that?
Yes, Your Honor. Tetra Tech does, and I'll just go through the categories really quick, but there, of course, are environmental engineer on site, they do water testing, they do O&M gas, our gas wells, they do a leachate monitoring, that's testing all our waters so that we are in compliance with the DUA, and they also handle some pump maintenance for us. All in's about, and it's just, these numbers are right from the budget book, about $1,138,000. So the 2.9% increase is $33,000.
And will there be any overtime, or does that include any?
That's included there. Now, this also has a placeholder for the wastewater treatment plant that we have to have designed, and that's currently in the budget at $300,000.
In the quarterly statements, will we get an idea of how much of that $33,000 we've already spent as we progress?
It's right in the budget on the line items. We can have Ann flag the line items for you in the budget, because they're right there.
Okay. So just another quick statement is that the three major cost factors contributing to the city's budget constraints are the rising employees cost, major reduction in operating transfers from land preserve, and inflation. Not all of our service providers have asked for rate increases due to inflation costs on their end. Is this increase requested to cover Tetra Tech's cost of inflation, or do they just feel that they're doing a great job of planning for the closure and the leachate system and that they deserve the increase?
I can't speak for them, they're not here tonight, but I think that these are CPI, so these are just purely inflationary increase.
Can the rates still be negotiated?
I guess everything's up for negotiation, but as the mayor said, they currently are doing, the quality studies and doing the paperwork and the filing on our water, on our air permits. So we can potentially go back to them and see what we can do, but I know going forward, they're gonna expect this memorandum approved and.
Right, which was due June 30th, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor,
Councilman Workman.
just reassurance, this contract is not exclusive, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you.
But I think to Councilman Webb's point is we have to, I thought he was going to bring this up, we have to question any increase in all of our contracts. Without the landfill expansion, we're giving up $30 million over, you're better at
$300 million.
$300 million over the next 15 years. So yeah, it is a good idea to question these contracts. But with this one, like I said, it's a timing thing. We could actually be, tomorrow without a landfill engineering firm if this isn't approved. Now, I don't know if this rate was negotiated. I'm sure they just came forward and offered that up, which is less than we normally give. So I think it'd be in our best interest to go ahead with this tonight. If anybody feels differently, feel free to speak up. With that, I'll look for a motion. And we have the motion. Is there? Okay, don't. No. Oh. Okay, well, I'll read it again, then we'll find out. Approve Tetra Tech memorandum of understanding to extend the environmental engineering contract for an additional 12 months with an increase of 2.9% for fiscal year 2025-26. Do we have a motion?
Support.
We had. That'll be a motion. Do we have support?
I thought you said we had a.
I'll support.
Okay. Motion by Councilwoman Ganaga, supported by Councilman Workman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Robbins.
Yes.
Mayor Swift.
Yes.
Councilmember Webb,
No.
Councilmember Workman,
Yes.
Councilmember Ganaga,
Yes.
Councilmember O'Neill,
Yes.
Councilmember Prey.
Okay. Motion passes. 10-1, approve performance resolution required by the Michigan Department of Transportation for purposes of issuing to a municipality an individual permit for use of state highway right-of-way and/or annual application and permit for miscellaneous operations with the state highway right-of-way. What's council's pleasure?
So moved.
Support.
Motion by Councilman O'Neill, supported by Councilman Prey. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mayor Swift,
Yes.
Councilmember Webb,
Yes.
Councilmember Workman,
Yes.
Councilmember Ganaga,
Yes.
Councilmember O'Neill, Councilmember Prey. Yes. Councilmember Robbins.
Yes.
11-1, consider waiving purchasing manual section 8 ethics to allow attendance at the summer cookout for city employees at City Hall hosted by Rivergate Healthcare Complex on Friday, July 25th, 2025. What's council's pleasure?
So moved.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman O'Neill, supported by Councilman Robbins. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Webb,
Yes.
Councilmember Workman,
Yes.
Councilmember Ganaga,
Yes.
Councilmember O'Neill,
Yes.
Councilmember Prey. Yes. Councilmember Robbins.
Yes.
Mayor Swift.
Yes. 12-1, authorize first reading by title only of proposed ordinance number 752 to amend the Code of Ordinances for the City of Riverview by repeal and readoption of sections 70 to 78, declared policy prohibition of cross-connection of Division 1 generally of Article 3 Water System in Chapter 70 Utilities, to update the ordinance for compliance with the State of Michigan Department of Environmental, Great Lakes, and Energy requirements. What's council's pleasure?
So moved.
Motion by Councilman O'Neill, supported by Councilman Prey. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Workman,
Yes.
Councilmember Ganaga,
Yes.
Councilmember O'Neill,
Yes.
Councilmember Prey. Yes. Councilmember Robbins.
Yes.
Mayor Swift.
Yes.
Councilmember Webb.
Yes.
Proposed ordinance to amend the Code of Ordinances for the City of Riverview by the repeal and readoption of Section 70-78, declared policy prohibition of cross-connection of Division 1, generally of Article 3 Water System in Chapter 70 Utilities, to update the ordinance for compliance with the State of Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy requirements.
Thank you. Is there any other business council wants to bring up at this time?
Mayor,
Councilman Webb.
I'd like to invite the public to our annual National Night Out for the Riverview Community Neighborhood Watch. It is Tuesday, August 5th at Young Patriots Park from 6 to 9 p.m. at the gazebo. For you not familiar with the National Night Out, it's an evening camaraderie between neighbors and our first responders, so police and the fire department will be there. And it's an opportunity just to get together, get to know your neighbors. There'll be Carrie Ann from the Clown Caravan doing face painting, Serendipity with free ice cream, pizza from the pizza place, 2 giant water slides, and a bouncy house from ZZR Party Rentals. So it's a great evening to come out and just get together and get to know other people from across the community. And it's open to all residents as well as school of choice. And then the second thing is the gentleman that was speaking about the fireworks. I brought forward as the president of the Neighborhood Watch before, and I'll bring it forward again, that I think this would be an opportunity to maybe relook at having a central place, maybe at the park, YP Park, close to the fire department, as a central place for people to come to light off fireworks, instead of, as I'm not going to call anybody out, but as you've seen, people light them off in the streets and the easements and other things that are against the code and the law, I should say. And I did see, to the chief's commendment, the officers driving around and reminding people that they needed to move out of the street. But again, if we had one central place that on the 4th of July, people could come light off their fireworks, I think that would be a great opportunity to enjoy a safe place to light them off. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, and that's a good point. I do see our officers do a great job of informing people. But I believe the law states that fireworks aren't allowed on public property. I think it would be a very bad idea to have a central place for people to come in. I can only imagine the liability that if you have a central spot, you'd have to have somebody monitor it, somebody make sure that people are doing it right. But it's open to discussion, so if somebody wants to take that on. But I think the Michigan state law says that it has to be on your own personal property and certain feet away from a building. There's a ton of requirements, so it's, it's something that we can talk about. But personally, I think it'd be a bad idea to have everybody come to one spot and do it. I went to a softball tournament in Lincoln Park, and you would think it was a central spot where people, the whole park was a mess. It was after the 4th of July. And so you need somebody to clean up, because people aren't going to pick up it themselves after doing fireworks. So there would be some cost to it, but I mean, if council's open to discussing it, then we can do it. Do you have anything else, Brian?
No, thank you.
Now, I was going to also address the fireworks too. I'm going to talk about the designated area. It's really, there's only certain times of the year you can shut them off, because it's a couple days before the 4th, a couple days after. So if this is happening now, then I would suggest you call the police and have them come out and check it out, because it's we don't have that issue in our neighborhood, but there are several neighborhoods where the people do set off the bottle rockets and stuff, and they land on your house, and it could catch a fire. So you have to be careful with all those. To Mr. Kyleman's, Randy, I mean,
if I could.
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
On that issue with the firework, I think when Councilman Webb, we had a discussion months ago on this, and afterwards, I think we formed a little internal task force. My memory's correct, Tracy was part of it, and Chief Allen. Does that ring a bell with you folks? Talked about this. Didn't we go to MMRMA and talk to the risk manager? I thought we did.
I was not involved with that discussion.
No? Okay. Well, we will dust off those notes if we have them, and we'll talk some more about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure there's quite a bit of liability involved in this, but if it could be investigated, at least we can put everybody's mind to rest.
Thank you. And now to Mr. Kyleman's comments, Randy. Stop me if I steer away too much from what we discuss about in closed session. I believe we're allowed to go in closed session when we're, as it relates to contracts or influence in contracts and commitments by the city. We have to have the ability of some confidentiality. I know the public would like to know everything we think and do, but there are times we have to have discussions amongst ourselves on the direction we want to go. And if those directions affect contracts with either bargaining units or purchase or sale of real estate, those types of things, we have to make those decisions, or have the discussion, not make the decision, but have discussion in closed session. Then when we come out, we always vote in public on what the conclusion is. We really don't know if it's going to pass or not until we actually vote on it. So the reference, I think the big thing was we voted to give advertising official closing the landfill February
December 31st.
of 3032?
Yep.
Okay, so I got that part right. So now it could be before or after, but that's kind of what we're advertising. What was the second thing we voted on, Randy?
It deals with the design engineering for
for the water treatment plant at the landfill. So again, we're discussing contracts or ending contracts or whatever. So all those discussions have to take place with some confidentiality. But the decisions are made always in public, and obviously you know what those decisions were. So hopefully that answered that question. Now, the other one about policies online, I don't see it. It's just a question of having it done. The council policies, they're not secret. So I don't think there's a why reason they can't be online, but. Okay, well,
I haven't been given.
I got my own book, so I don't know.
Yeah, we are in the process of updating some of them. I know that me and Mr. Pontiac are. I don't have the full list. They typically are in the city manager's office. If I can post them if requested.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Your Honor,
Councilman Workman.
couldn't they be made available at the clerk's office? Just come over and read them if you want?
Yep,
Why don't we just do that?
okay, that works.
Mayor?
Any other business?
Your Honor, as Shane did say, though, we are going through them right now, so.
Okay.
There's a big, some of the policies are outdated. and-
Archaic, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Department head, director, attorney.
Yeah, I think it even spells out they have to be published in the News Herald or the Mellis or something like that. That's how updated some of them are. Some of the other ones down there. Councilman Prey.
Through your chair to the city manager and DPW, I got to say, there's a couple houses on Huntington that two of our residents passed away. Neither one of their lawns were being serviced. I came home the other day, you guys had a couple guys working over there on Huntington, and not only did they cut the yard, but because it had gotten to such a length, they went over it multiple times to make sure that not only was it cut and within code, but they made sure they left it looking great. I mean, the amount of debris that was left from these cuts, the guys actually spent their time to clean it up. I came over when they were finishing up, had a conversation with, I believe his name was Tony. It was the first time I met him. You guys deserve a lot of credit for all the work they put in, because they took 2 yards that looked horrible and made sure that the city looked good. So I just wanted to make sure they were recognized for it. The only other thing I wanted to say was happy birthday to my son, who turned 22 4 days ago. So that's it.
Happy birthday to Owen. And also, yeah, we have a great DPW, we really do. And I think the yard you're referring to is, I believe the situation is, like you said, the residents passed away.
Yeah.
And clearly, the rest of the family has no interest in maintaining the property. So it's not that we provide a lawn service, because I'm gonna have to say, it ain't cheap if we cut the grass. But they do a great job, so, go ahead.
I was actually coming home that day from a vacation, and we drove by simply because I had told them that we were going to get the lawnmower out and do it. And I'm not going to lie, it was a blessing seeing them there.
So thank you guys, Jeff, if you would. Anything else?
I have one question.
Go ahead, Councilwoman
I was
O'Neill.
asked recently about the concerts in the park, food trucks. It was brought up to me, I thought there was food trucks at the concerts on Wednesdays, and I just thought I would ask.
Todd?
Yes, the plan is to have food trucks. We did have a food truck booked for everyone. This past Wednesday, the food truck was at another event, and they got blocked in by a food truck who was not able to get started, and they called a tow truck. It took over an hour and a half to get the tow truck there, so they were unable to get out of their event before and get to us. Other than that, we do have food trucks booked for every event, but just can't plan for everything that happens.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you. Anybody else? With that, I'll look for a motion from Councilman Workman for adjournment.
So move, Your Honor.
Support.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Ganaga?
Yes.
Councilmember O'Neill?
Yes.
Councilmember Prey?
Yes.
Councilmember Robbins?
Yes.
Mayor Swift?
Yes.
Councilmember Webb?
Yes.
Councilmember Workman?
Let the record show we adjourned at 7:28. Thank you, everybody.